This is my 10-gallon bedroom tank. I decided to remove all of the plants from the 10-gallon because dealing with black-beard algae without true Siamese algae eaters is problematic. There are a number of remedies that you can try, but the best solution to the problem is to allow true Siamese algae eaters to eat it. So I have taken some of my best small pieces of driftwood and used it to decorate this tank and hide, for the most part, the intake to the hang on the back filter and the heater. I'm keeping the aquatic UV sterilizer on this tank for the time being, since I have had a problem with black-beard algae. I'd like to completely eradicate it before perhaps moving it to the 75-gallon, but that may or may not be necessary. With a school of 5 adult true Siamese algae eaters, they may keep that 75-gallon tank completely free of black-beard algae. But for now, I'd like to leave it here. So I'm concerned that as the fancy male guppies color up, the Betta splendens may attack them. I have had Betta splendens attack fancy male guppies before, so I want to be sure and remove them if this becomes an issue. So far, I don't notice any fin nipping on the part of the Betta or any other fish in this tank. Of course, the Colombian tetra should outgrow the tank, and it'll be necessary to remove them to either the 75 or the 120 eventually. One item of concern and it's going to be difficult to get this on camera, but I'm going to make an attempt. The common male guppy seems to now be missing a gonopodium. I don't recall ever noticing this issue before, but I assume that the Betta splendens bit it off. So it might be a good idea to remove male livebearers from this tank if that's going to be an ongoing issue. Well, I did see him flick that appendage forward, but it does not appear to be as long as it used to be. So unless some sort of fin rot destroyed it or removed part of it, I'm going to assume that the Betta splendens bit that appendage off the common male guppy. Now I have heard of some strain of livebearers, I believe they're guppies, that have been select bred to have such long finnage, including the gonopodium, that it becomes necessary to cut part of it off to allow them to breed. So the loss of part of the gonopodium, unless infection sets in, should not impede the male guppy. Hadn't really intended on breeding him anymore. He may have had a chance in the several times he's been with the females. But apart from that, he seems to be quite happy, and overall he is healthy.